Kelly a big hand. She was probably back there moving some tables or something. Let's get over here. We got a camera somewhere? Come on, camera. Most of you know tonight is ultimately about raising money to help students complete their programs of study in the career and trade programs at Metropolitan Community College with the Johnny Rogers Career and Technical Scholarships. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me as I welcome Tim Clark back to the podium to tell us more about how your contributions are helping to end generational poverty.
Thank you. So this really is what it's all about in terms of just our students and really doing the necessary kind of things to help them create a positive path forward. You'll see on the screen and in your booklets tonight, I won't take the time to go through all the numbers, but really our good friend, Mr. Yanney, one of the things that he really pounded in my head was measuring. How will we measure the success of our students? And you can see there, that is our scorecard. And we really are proud of these students in terms of their progressing to completion. And this is about really helping them get to the finish line. And not only the finish line, but also work and build a team in terms of placement. So that's what you see in terms of the scorecard, and you can take this home. You can brag about this, okay, and really help us really get the word out that we are making a difference. Now, kind of what we're here for is you'll see on the screen in terms of some of the students that are benefiting from your generosity and your dollars and the support that MCC is giving them. So we'll show, you got the numbers there, but let's show some of our students in terms of their stories of how they're being impacted by your support.
I had a great instructor, Chef Doug. He probably is the reason I ended up staying as well, because I wasn't here for cooking. I don't have to be perfect from the start. Like, I'm here to learn. I wanted to do something that I could share with people, because sharing what I make, even if it's giving cookies to a family and I don't make profit from it, that's what I want to do. I just want to give. It has helped me so much. So my first 2 quarters here, I had to pay completely out of pocket for, because I signed up late. I didn't have anything. And I think I spent maybe $2 to $3 grand on that alone. And then it was the idea of how am I going to continue if I need this much money every quarter. And I didn't see myself being able to do that until I got the scholarship. It's real fun to share that experience with her and still kind of teach her in a sense, I guess. Like there's this one recipe from my great-grandma that we just have not been able to perfect in so long. And then we did something similar in a class, and I was able to go home to her and be like, I think I know how we can do it. And we finally were able to do it last Christmas. Right now I work at the Hilton in Omaha in the kitchen, and they have so many like transfer options just within Hilton alone that I can go to work at any of those restaurants. But that's also... You can
travel around the world.
Exactly.
So I always had an idea of wanting to go to college, but like I said, I just
hadn't deciphered everything. Everything hadn't been falling into alignment as I had planned. But initially, when I began getting my mind together and like being able to make decisions like, okay, I need this to do that, and maybe if I do this, it could lead me to that, then that's when I decided to get my GED. I buckled down, obtained that, and then I went to the HVAC program. It has made a tremendous difference, in my opinion. So I went from like struggling, didn't know, I began to think like maybe this isn't worth it because I'm not really making any money. I'm here all day. I couldn't get a job in the HVAC field, but now this scholarship is helping fund my, education, my living situation, and in the same light, I get to continue on and go down the business path that I had been thinking from the get-go. I would tell them to continue to apply for these scholarships, remain optimistic, utilize the resource its full potential. You don't want to let something like this go to waste, especially if you're in a situation where you may not be able to afford things, you may not have an idea of where you want to land in life. When something like this comes like out of the blue, out of the sky, it's like a blessing. I would love to meet Yanney one day and become a part of the team somehow, like continue to motivate and inspire other individuals such as myself so that they can continue on the path of greatness.
I failed the first semester because I wasn't focused, and I think I needed that failure to be like, oh, I really have to get this going. And then, but afterwards, now I'm like an all-A student, but it took time. It took time for sure. My mother's an immigrant. I'm an immigrant from El Salvador, and going through the whole immigration process, dealing with that, and I just wanted to help other people. It was funny because one of my goals was if I could help someone get their green card or get their legal workship here, I mean, that would be amazing, just to help another fellow immigrant. And then, so I've done that. I've helped people fill out their, under the law firm, obviously. Their N-400s to citizenship, to get their green card. And it's a beautiful experience. I really enjoyed that. It's difficult. That's why I say you have to find your passion, because in legal studies I have to read, I have to do research. At the same time, I don't want to be neglectful with my kids. I want to give them their time, me as a full. So I do all my studies at nighttime. But it's just managing, and because I'm so interested in law, for my career and for personal reasons too. It's just my passion. I'll read my chapters at, stay up to like 1 or 2 in the morning, but I enjoy it, honestly. I'm proud of myself. I feel like it opened the door for my children and their generation. So they see me, doing my homework, and they're really proud of me, and I feel like I'm doing this for them also, so they can see the potential that they have. And I didn't have all the opportunities growing up or anything extra, so it's just important to show them hard work and everything's possible.
Teacher students, a round of applause. Also, I would like to recognize our other Johnny Rogers students that's in the audience from MCC. Please stand to be recognized. Our other students. Here we go. Let's give them a round of applause. Last fall, the Jet Award Foundation, we expanded over into Council Bluffs, and we added to our scholarships Western Community College, and we do have students here from Western Community College. Would you please stand and be recognized? So as I take my seat, I just want to leave you with this. We never get here by ourselves. The students and the folks in the audience, as Johnny always tells me, and he tells so many people, if you can do it by yourself, it's just not big enough. And on behalf of MCC, I just want to thank you for being a part of our team. we can do so much together. And so I just thank you. God bless you. And let's get stronger and bigger next year. Thank you. God bless.
Good evening. I want to thank Patrick and Tim. I'm super excited, and it's an honor to be emceeing the 2025 Jet Gala Awards. It's my third year doing this, and if it's anything like my third year at Nebraska, you guys are in big trouble. Nah, I'm just kidding. But anyway, if you do feel or you have the inkling that remember, if I'm trying to be funny, just laugh, because I need all the support I can get. We've got a super night in store for you. A lot of awards, a lot of tributes, some people that have been really, really important and instrumental in not only the growth of the city of Omaha, but in empowering and investing in the lives of young people. It intersects and crosses over with something that's near and dear to my heart, which is athletics. I'm an elementary education major with a special ed emphasis. I don't know how I got into the media and the broadcasting business. It was a total accident, and I blame a couple of these guys that are in the room for that. But we've all witnessed incredible achievements throughout the state over the years. Tonight, we recognize a coach that I happen to have a particular affinity for, and there are these times I would love to, if she wouldn't be like, who's this stranger that's trying to pick my brain on and ask me why I'm so good at what I do. Her humility, her grace, her sense of calmness, the way that she inspires others to lead, she's been nothing short of fantastic. And tonight, it's not just her excellence in sports, but it's what she instills in her athletes' lives. I want to roll the video before I bring her up, but it's no secret.
2025
She's as good as
Mentor
it
of the
gets
Year.
and as powerful as it gets, but it's Kirsten Bernthal Booth.
The 2025 Mentor of the Year is Creighton Volleyball's Kirsten Bernthal Booth.
Creighton has done it! A huge top 20 win for the Blue Jays on their home floor. Jubilation for head coach Kirsten Bernthal Booth and her squad. A fourth straight win over USC caps off what was an absolute battle.
For contact, and Creighton is moving on.
Reisinger to serve it away. It's an ace! 20 have entered, 20 have fallen. It's high five for Creighton. 5 in a row in the Big East tournament.
Your 2025 or 2024 Mentor of the Year, Coach Booth, come on up.
Well, thank you for the kind words, Damon. Nothing like messing everything up when I'm the former Creighton volleyball coach. But I want to express my sincere thank you to the Jet Foundation, the board members, a special shout out to Michael Sevier. What an honor to be surrounded by so many amazing recipients and people in the room. Congrats to all the award winners. I'm honored to receive this because mentors have been such a big part of my life. I always think a good mentor are going to do two big things. They're going to listen without judgment, and they're going to give you honest feedback with kindness. And I've had a lot of people do that for me, and hopefully I've been able to pass that forward. I loved what Tim said up here of we never can do really, really great things on our own. That really resonated with me, and I hope all of us seek out mentorship and then our mentors to others. So I asked World's Best Sports Information Director Rob Anderson what I should say, and he said, keep it short. So in that spirit, thank you so much, and congrats again to everyone tonight. Thank you.
I'm back. Hey, I'd be remiss if I did not take this opportunity to introduce my co-MC, the greatest football player to ever play for the University of Nebraska from 92 to 96 on the practice team, Damon Bennett. Give him a big hand. I'm honored to be asked to make this announcement on behalf of the Jet Award Foundation and Trust. Effective immediately, the Mentor of the Year Award will be named in honor of one of the greatest visionaries and leaders and contributors to the Jet Foundation and Trust. Ladies and gentlemen, this award will bear the name of none other than Michael B. Yanney. Give him a big hand. So from this day forward, it will be the Michael B. Yanney Mentor of the Year Award. We felt it was very important to recognize all of his contributions to this foundation and to so many other education-based organizations across the Midwest. Also, thanks to many of his friends and colleagues, we would like to announce a special fundraiser in Mr. Yanney's honor to help make the Johnny Rogers Career and Technical Scholarship self-sustaining for decades to come, and provide financial aid to students majoring in the trades and career programs at Metro Community College in our Weston. And I would like for you to please, when we get to the portion of the program where we do the virtual pad raising, please raise your pad in honor of Michael B. Yanney, and let's send every single young American son and daughter that feel that there is no hope, that there is no way, that there is no future. Let's send them to the trades. Let's give them a future. Let's honor not what they have done, but what we project them to do. Please join me as we continue to give back. And I would be remiss again if I did not say thank you to the University of Nebraska Medical Center for all they did for Mr. Yanney during his recovery. Please give Mr. Yanney a big hand. Matter of fact, not a big hand. Get on your feet, put your forks down, put your spoons down, and let's honor a true American hero, Michael B. Yanney.
I appreciate that, Patrick. Terrible jokes and all. It's a good thing you talked about Mr. Yanney as philanthropic and as good-natured as he is. Up next is our Mr. Football Award. It's sponsored by Acura of Omaha and Superior Honda of Omaha, and is designed to recognize the most outstanding high school football player in the state of Nebraska. In full disclosure, I'm on the voting panel, and I didn't even vote for my son a year ago, who was in second place. So you know that this guy's pretty good. The trophy is designed by Joe Pagenter, who I promised I wouldn't butcher his last name, but I've had to introduce him so much over the last handful of years because of how talented a sculptor and artist he is. I know his wife would be proud of me that I hopefully got the name right. And next year I will say, hey, we're going to take pictures with Julie, not Joe. All right. The award and the sculpture, it's in the image of Marlon Briscoe. He's the first black starting quarterback in the NFL. And many folks who played with Marlon will tell you, the magician could do pretty much anything on the football field. And in full disclosure, as a guy that did a lot of his broadcasts, this guy is in a very similar vein. He could do it all, capping off a record-setting senior season. His success includes a state championship and a multitude of records. We'll roll the video, and I'll give the awards here in a second.
The 2024 Mr. Football Award winner is Joseph Collega from Scott Catholic High School.
On the broadcast, two of the single greatest performances on respective sides that I had called in a broadcast. His accomplishments include over 1,634 yards receiving, which is an 11-man Class B state record. 82 receptions, weird, another Class B state record. 20 touchdowns, another Class B state record. As remarkable a two-way player as I've seen in a long time. 6 interceptions, 2 fumble recoveries, and this fall, he's going to play for one of my very best friends, a guy by the name of Coach Dan Jackson at the University of South Dakota with the state with the Jackrabbits. SDSU, I should say that in its proper order, and give respects to the 2024 Mr. Football Player of the Year, Joe Collega.
Good evening. First off, I want to give all glory to God. He blessed me with opportunities and talent that I'm very thankful for. I couldn't have been surrounded by better parents, coaches, and teammates. I want to thank my parents for everything they have done for me and the opportunities they have allowed me to make the most of. I can't thank them enough for what they do for me day in and day out. Thank you to my coaches for trusting in me and pushing me to become the best player and person that I can become. I can't thank them enough for what they have done for me these last 4 years. I'm so thankful to have had amazing teammates who trusted in me all season, especially my quarterback, Dylan Van Dyke. Also, thanks to my teammates for pushing me and making me a better player. I am so glad to have played with a great group of guys. Lastly, thank you so much to the Jet Foundation for putting on this event, and Mr. Severe and the Mr. Football panel for selecting me for this award. I'm very humbled and honored to receive it. Thank you.
Sometimes I have to get my thoughts. Our next award is the Jordan Larson Award. It's brought to you by Cox Communications. And, you know, Jordan was not here was not able to be here to present us with the award, but one of the reasons why we named the award after her is, you know, she's a volleyball icon. It's our newest award. We wanted to honor an elite level female athlete. She's a Nebraska Hall of Famer. She's had an incredible career for the Huskers. She won national championships. She captained the U.S. Olympic team in Tokyo to a gold. She got the silver in Paris. She's been a true champion on and off the court. Jordan couldn't be here tonight, so I would love to introduce Darcy Willie, who is also somebody that in the community loves to empower young women, has been a tremendous advocate, and I'd like to welcome to the stage Darcy Willie.
Thank you, Damon. Jordan could not be here tonight, so it's my honor to help present this award to the best female high school athlete for 2024. As you know, a big part of this night is celebrating the very best in college and high school athletics. We've witnessed incredible achievements, but one high school athlete stands out for her exceptional talent and remarkable contributions both on the court and on the track. She's a champion, a leader, and an inspiration. 4 state champions, back-to-back Player of the Year awards, and 6 state track titles. Let's watch her video.
The inaugural winner of the Jordan Larson Award is Britt Prince from Elkhorn North.
Let's welcome to the stage Britt Prince.
I would like to thank the Jet Award Foundation for putting on this amazing event, and it's an honor to be here amongst a lot of great athletes and coaches and everyone here. I would like to thank my parents and my family for always supporting me and being there for me and pushing me to be the best that I can. And a lot of thank yous to my teammates and my coaches throughout the years just for always pushing me to be the best. And yeah, thank you.
Outside of Patrick's terrible jokes and everybody else, this might be, for as gifted as he is at his job, this might be the most ironic introduction I could give as we get ready to introduce our keynote speaker. Tickled to have him, but as you'll hear shortly, it comes with a little bit of angst from somebody like myself. As a prominent figure in college and professional football, this former Nittany Lion led Penn State to a national championship as a quarterback on the 1982 Penn State football team. Now, I have a little caveat in there. I cried twice as a child as a Nebraska football fan. Once was in 1980 when I felt like Jeff Quinn should have pitched the ball. The other was when I wondered why the field went from 53.5 feet wide and 110 yards long to 55 feet wide and 120 some odd feet long. His NFL career was fantastic. He played with the Kansas City Chiefs and my beloved Pittsburgh Steelers. However, his impact on the game extends far beyond the gridiron. since 1994, which is ironic because we share, Nebraska and Penn State share something else in 1994, but I didn't wear my hardware tonight. He's been a prominent voice in calling college football as a broadcaster for ABC, CBS, ESPN, and currently NBC. He's got that golden voice. From his early days as a high school star in North Canton, Ohio, to his national championship victory in his broadcasting career, our keynote speaker's journey is a testament to dedication, resilience, and a lifelong passion of the sport. We'll roll the video as we get ready to hear from our keynote speaker.
Our keynote speaker, former NFL quarterback and broadcaster, Todd Blackledge.
So we welcome our keynote speaker for the 2025 Jet Awards, Mr. Todd Blackledge.
Thank you. Appreciate you. All right. It is my honor and privilege to be here. So I'm going to go ahead and deal with the elephant that is always in the room whenever I'm in or around the great state of Nebraska. After years of denying it, I do believe that my tight end, Mike McCluskey, was out of bounds on the final drive. If there was instant replay back then, it would have been a very short review. However, the call went the way of a completion. It was not the game-winning play. We scored a couple plays later, but it was a critical play. I came clean with Mike Rozier earlier this morning on a radio show, and so I wanted to do it with all of you. But you know, it's funny. I have so much respect for Nebraska football and the state of Nebraska. I've been here a number of times. I played here my junior year. We played 3 years against Nebraska during my time at Penn State. In 1980, they came to our place and beat us. Jarvis Redwine ran all over our defense, and they beat us in a real tight, low-scoring game. We came out here in 1981 and beat Nebraska in a very high-scoring game. And I'll never forget, as we were leaving the field, I think we won 39-33. We were walking off the field or running off. Joe Paterno, our coach, was leading the way. And the Nebraska fans stood and clapped for us as we left the field. I've never seen a fan base like that. They were all dressed in red, very knowledgeable fans, but they had great respect for our program, our coach, the way we played. Very similar to Tom Osborne in the Nebraska program, and that always stuck with me. And, of course, the 1982 game, which I'll get to a little bit later, but was a magnificent football game. 2 top-5 ranked teams. First night game ever played at Penn State. They brought in portable lights. The game started late in the afternoon and finished at night and went down to the final 4 seconds. And it was an incredible football game. And I know Nebraska fans don't forget that. I went from Penn State to Kansas City. There's a lot of Husker fans in Kansas City. And more than one occasion, I was either sent or was handed a T-shirt that had the drawing of the Penn State football field with a little indentation going out on the sideline. So I had a few of those during my time in Kansas City. A couple other quick stories before I get into what I really wanted to talk about tonight. I left CBS and came back to ESPN in my career in 2005, 2006. And prior to the start of the football season, they wanted me to come out to Omaha to the College World Series because a couple of the guys I was going to be working with, my director, my play-by-play partner, Mike Patrick, Aaron Andrews was going to be our sideline reporter, and they were all working at the College World Series. They wanted me to come out and meet them and spend some time with them. So I came out, and that was at the old Rosenblatt, and I remember my boss, Ed Placey, said, come on, we're going to go across the street. We're going to go over to Paulie's They take care of all the ESPN people. They're great at this little bar and restaurant. And so we started walking across the street, and I said, now, Ed, I'm going to tell you something. If we meet some big-time Nebraska football fans, somebody is going to say something to me about Mike McCluskey being out of bounds. And he said, come on, that was 30 years ago, 25 years ago. Nobody's going to say that. I said, trust me. So we go over, we walk in the parking lot. The first group of people we meet, I'm shaking hands. I meet Paul, I meet his wife. The mayor, I don't know who it was at the time, but the mayor of Nebraska shook my hand and says, you know that tight end was out of bounds, don't you? I told Ed, I said, see, I told you. Flash forward one more story. A couple years ago, I was out here doing a Nebraska game. My last year at ESPN, I think it was the Michigan-Nebraska game. It was a really good football game. That Nebraska lost in excruciating fashion late in the game. But we're at the hotel. We're staying at the Cornhusker Hotel. And on Friday night, we kind of had a little tradition, a couple of us. When all the work is done, we say the hay's in the barn. We like to have a little cigar Friday night to get ready, to do the game the next day. So we're sitting outside the hotel, and an older black gentleman who's a security guy is locking up the doors, and he walks out and he says, I'll leave this door open for you guys. And he walks back in, and pretty soon he comes back out, and he looks at me, and he says, are you Todd Blackledge? I said, yes, I am, sir. He says, you know that tight end was out of bounds back there. So I said, I can't ever escape it, so I'm going to live with it now and just admit, yes, he was out of bounds, but yes, we still won the game. So what I want to talk about a little bit tonight, and I promise I won't take too much of your time, but it's something that is really intriguing to me and important to me. And I think it shows up in all great teams, in all great organizations, in all groups. And that is the importance of recognizing the difference between two words that sound very similar, prominence and significance. Prominence and significance. Prominence is visibility, notability, recognizable. Significance has more to do with importance and meaning and value. And in any group setting, in any team setting, you're going to have varying levels of prominence. Playing football is a perfect example. I was a quarterback. It's the most visible position. Everybody watches the football, and the quarterback has the ball in his hands every play. So a quarterback is more prominent, more visible than other positions, but he is definitely not more important than anybody else on that starting offense, especially not that left tackle or that left guard who's protecting his backside. So it's important to understand and recognize the difference. And I think that in everything I've been around, I see that very clearly. In my broadcast team now, I see it all the time. People watch a broadcast and they recognize me. They recognize my partner, Noah Eagle, the play-by-play announcer, and Catherine Tappan, our sideline reporter, because those are the faces they see and the voices they hear. But we have about 65 to 70 people that travel into Lincoln, Nebraska, or travel into State College, Pennsylvania, or Ann Arbor to do a game. And each one of their roles is vitally important and equally as important as my role or Noah's role or KT's role in terms of that show being a success and that game coming off the way it's supposed to come off. So I think it's important to recognize that. I'm thrilled to be here to be a part of the Jet Awards, my first time here. And I think this award is a perfect example of recognizing the difference between prominence and significance as well. I mean, in an average NFL game, and they have metrics and statistics for everything, special teams plays account for 12 to 15% of all the plays in a game, right? Now, kickoff and punt is like 11 to 12% of that. So it's not many plays. It's not a prominent part of the game, right? But there is nothing in the game of football that can swing momentum or change the course of a game faster or more dramatically than a big play on special teams, than a huge return or a block kick. So I think it's awesome to be a part of an award that is giving a program is giving an award to the best return man and a Legends Award who is an outstanding returner in himself. So congratulations to Caden and Errol and all the other award winners tonight. But I think that's an awesome example of significance and prominence. My second example, and I've only got three, but I hope you'll bear with me on this. I like to read my Bible. I'm not going to preach to you like my brother Rick Upchurch preached today at lunch when we were over at Warhorse Casino. But I do want to read this because I think it's a perfect example found in 1 Corinthians 12, where the Apostle Paul is talking about this very same thing, comparing the human body with the body of Christ, or the church. And he says this: the human body has many parts, but the many parts make up one whole body. So it is with the body of Christ. Some of us are Jews, some are Gentiles, some are slaves, and some are free. But we have all been baptized into one body by one Spirit, and we all share the same Spirit. Yes, the body has many different parts, not just one part. If the foot says, I'm not a part of the body because I'm not a hand, that does not make it any less a part of the body. And if the ear says, I'm not a part of the body because I'm not an eye, would that make it any less a part of the body? If the whole body were an eye, how would you hear? Or if your whole body were an ear, how would you smell anything? But our bodies have many parts, and God has put each part just where He wants it. How strange a body would be if it had only one part. Yes, there are many parts, but only one body. The eye can never say to the hand, I don't need you. The head cannot say to the feet, I don't need you. In fact, some parts of the body that seem weakest and least important are actually the most necessary. And the parts we regard as less honorable are those we clothe with the greatest care. So we carefully protect those parts that should not be seen, while the more honorable parts do not require this special care. So God has put the body together such that extra honor and care are given to those parts that have less dignity. This makes for harmony among the members, so that all the members care for each other. If one part suffers, all the parts suffer with it. And if one part is honored, all the parts are glad. All of you together are Christ's body, and each of you is a part of that. Now that sounds like a great team and a great locker room to me, as much as anything else. My last example, and I want to go back to the 1982 game, not to rub it in any way, but there's a really unique story that goes with that game. Again, it was a fantastic game. I was actually really glad that I left after the 82 season. I had a chance to go back. I had an extra year of eligibility, and I decided to leave and go into the NFL. And I'm kind of glad, because Penn State opened with Nebraska the next year in the kickoff classic in New Jersey and got their ears beat in. So it was a little sweet revenge for the Huskers in that one. But in that 1982 game, yes, Mike McCluskey was out of bounds, but the game-winning touchdown was a clean catch. It wasn't a great throw, but it was a clean catch by a guy named Kirk Bowman. Kirk Bowman was our third-string tight end. In fact, and I'm not making this up, his nickname was Stonehams. All right, we never threw him the football. He was a big blocking tight end. He was a walk-on from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. He came to Penn State as a linebacker, moved to defensive end, played fullback a little bit, but going into my senior year, he was a tight end, and he was a blocking tight end. He only came in when we were in a 3 tight end set. Now, he caught a touchdown in the first quarter of the game. It was the first score of the game for us. He caught a touchdown. He was wide open. I understand Nebraska left him wide open because he wasn't part of the offensive game plan. But he also made the catch at the end with 4 seconds, where he got his hands under the ball and made a catch in the back of the end zone. Now, why does that have to do with this significance and prominent story? When we won the national championship that year, we became the first team to ever win a championship by gaining more yards passing than rushing. Okay, now it's happened many, many times after that, but we were the first team to do it. And there was about maybe 150, 200-yard difference. Okay, when you look back on the 1982 Penn State stats and you look at the receptions, Kirk Bowman, for the entire season, had 2 catches, both for touchdowns in the Nebraska game. Okay, now if we don't win that game, there's a real good chance we don't get a chance to play and win a national championship. So Kirk Bowman was not a real prominent guy on our team, but he was very significant that night against Nebraska. And the championship ring that he got had just as many diamonds and was exactly the same as the one that I got at the end of the year, too. So I always love to tell that story. And kind of in closing, just to go full circle, Kirk Bowman's son is kind of one of the poster childs of the new era and landscape of college football. He just wrapped up his 7th year of eligibility. He played at Texas Tech first. He was out of Grapevine, Texas, went to Texas Tech, then he went to Michigan, and then he just played the last 2 years at Oklahoma State. And he's now declared for the NFL draft. Don't know if he'll get drafted or not, but he was around college football a lot, and I saw him in a lot of his different stops and always shared that story and that camaraderie with him because of his dad. So, again, I thank you very much for having me here. Johnny Rogers, one of the great legends. I was so thrilled when I got a call from him and Michael to be a part of this. They called me a long time ago, and it's been on my calendar for over a year, and I am certainly thrilled that I got a chance to be here and to share in this evening. Thank you very much.
Yeah, if you want to, I would too. If you want to stand up, you guys can stand. Just a class act. Class act. It's not an easy place to be. Sometimes people say Nebraska nice, and then all of a sudden sports are involved, and it's not so nice. So, super class act. And as a guy that does or tries to emulate what you do, fantastic in your line of work. Since 2023, the Jet Award Foundation has proudly honored a distinguished player from the past with the Legacy Award. It's a tribute named by Coach William Reed from our inaugural recipient, guys like Billy Cannon, or last year's recipient, DeJuan Gross. This prestigious award recognizes players that have had a lasting impact in something that was kind of near and dear to my heart, special teams, and the game of football as a whole, as exceptional return specialists. This year's Legacy Award proudly is sponsored by Ed and Sandra Hartman, along with the Richardson Foundation. And tonight we are honored to have Brian and Kristen Poppy. You guys can make your way up, so if you have enough room, I can buy you some time. The son-in-law and the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Hartman, here to present this award to an outstanding return specialist. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Brian Poppy and his wife as we introduce this year's Legacy Award winner.
This year's winner, electrifying speed and game-changing ability, made him the most outstanding return specialist in 1985. As a senior cornerback at the University of Utah, he led the NCAA in punt returns with a 24.3-yard average, scoring 7 touchdowns, 2 by punt return, 2 by kickoff return, and 3 interception returns. He was drafted in 1986 in the 5th round by the Pittsburgh Steelers and had stints with the Bills and Patriots. He also spent time playing in the World League of American Football. In 1992, he was part of the Grey Cup Championship with the Calgary Stampeders. Please join me in giving a warm Omaha welcome to the incredible, talented, and deserving Errol Tucker, winner of the 2025 Legacy Award.
The winner of the 2025 Legacy Award is Errol Tucker from the University of Utah.
Oh, man, it's been a long time since I've seen that. Hey, I'd like to welcome everybody tonight. Special night tonight, special occasion for a lot of athletes, former athletes, past athletes. But first, I just want to give praise to God and being able to be here tonight. So, amen to that? Amen. I'd like to give thanks to the Jet Award founders, Rogers, Coach Reed, for making this possible for athletes such as myself, athletes of the past that you see on these billboards here. What a memorable moment this is going to be. This is a life-lasting event, I think, for all of us. And first time in Omaha. I never played here, but everybody's here has been very welcome and nice, and I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. What an honor just to be the recipient of this award. Man, you know, you think about the things that you've accomplished sometimes and what the future holds for you. I thought my hardware was done. And all of a sudden I get this call from Coach Reed and 4 or 5 months ago. Talking about they've been trying to get a hold of me. I thought it was a joke. I kind of played it off at first, and he said, no, it's a joke. It's a real award. I said, okay, so what's next? He said, well, we're going to have you come to Omaha. I said, okay, well, I've never been there. That'd be nice, all right? But everything's been great, man. This has been one wonderful last couple of days here in Omaha. You know, one thing about being behind every good player is great teammates, and you've heard that earlier from some of the other athletes. Whatever I did on the field, I couldn't have done without my teammates and a great coach who believed in me. Like I told him earlier, I always had the green light, so I could catch the ball 10 yards deep in the end zone and still go. And that was wonderful to know as a player that I never was hinged at all, and that it was always an open field for me to do what I wanted to do. I had a coach that spent a lot of time designing plays. But again, you know, I had great teammates, man. I got to go back to that. Just great teammates. And whenever they messed up, I think they were more upset about missing their blocks or not making things happen than I was just not having a good return. So they were into it. I was into it. And it was just a wonderful I call it a Cinderella season. Instead of a Cinderella season, it was Cinderella season. But what an honor to be here tonight. This prestige award to receive and be up here with a lot of these great other players definitely is a standout. And I'm honored. I'm very, very honored to be here tonight. Again, to the Jet Foundation, thank you guys for making this possible. Not only for myself, for everybody else that is in attendance. Also, all you, the donors and sponsors. You guys are really the backbone, too. You definitely deserve a round of applause for that, okay? It is a team effort. It definitely is a team effort. Anything that is possible like this to happen, it takes a lot of people behind the scenes to make it happen. So thank you guys for having me. The last thing that I want to thank is the support of my family. Throughout all these years, they're here with me. These are some of the most important people in my life. And I'm going to start off with, if you could please stand, I'm going to start off with Lori and Gary Bendiger from Salt Lake City. They took care of me when I was going to school. And then next I'll have my uncle, who I'm from Pittsburgh, got drafted to Pittsburgh as a rookie. And this was my favorite uncle growing up, Alex Ball from Pittsburgh. And then to get into my family, I'm going to start with the youngest, who hopefully will follow in my footsteps. He's a great athlete right now at 12, Bryson Tucker. And I have two daughters, Mariah Tucker. I'm going to go in age. Mariah Tucker, who is a cheerleader also with the school I coach. I coach high school football, Santa Fe High School. And then I have my older daughter, Kayla Tucker, was also a cheerleader and a track star. And then my beautiful wife, Araceli Tucker. Without her letting me do what I do, I wouldn't have been able to do it. I've been coaching 30-something years, and not once has she ever told me to stop. So I thank you. And last but not least, the lady that gave birth to me, Shirley Tucker. Love you guys. Thank you for being here and sharing this special moment with me. Everybody else, God bless you. Have a good night. Enjoy yourself. Thank you.
Our next guest, it's a little twofold. Number one, he provides a little balance because after we hear from our JET Award winner, his special teams coach, a lot of you guys accuse me of having this ridiculous relationship with, and Coach Woods, and as good as it gets, a class act, and a guy that almost got the better half, my kiddo to choose not the right school. So it's a testament to Coach Woods. But I say that to say I finally have some balance getting to introduce this guy because I'm a huge fan. Huge fan. Excited to have one of Nebraska's newest coaches on staff. He's in attendance tonight. He's a special teams coordinator, and he's a guru. Provides a little balance to this slant that we've had going on since you commandeered the neighborhood over here. And I'm not mad at you because you wear a great number. I love it. Longtime special teams coach. He coaches linebackers. Got a chance to play against him. He forgets about that one, but that's all right. We're still boys. I can't explain how important it is to have him back in the state of Nebraska with all that's gone wrong with what we think ails somebody that provides passion, leadership, coaching, loves young people, and will try his best with his competitive stamina to outwork everybody else. I want you to welcome a Nebraska welcome back to Nebraska, Coach Mike Eckler.
Well, appreciate it. First of all, I didn't really realize I was going to be speaking tonight, and I want you all to know I've been here for 2 months, and I am living out of a suitcase. So they said business casual. I thought, like golf. So, but seriously, this is all I got. Because my motto is, if it ain't free, it ain't me, so I'm only wearing issued gear other than this. So. But I'd like to tell you a story. Got here 2 months ago, and Coach Rule, had never met him before. He hired me, and I sent him a text message, and it was a highlight of Johnny Rogers' return video. And I said, Coach, this is what we're going to do next year. And that true story right there, I mean, absolutely amazing. Grew up watching him, incredible. And, talking to our guys, last 4 years I spent at the University of Tennessee. And had a chance to coach, against a young man who won this award tonight. Gave me a few gray hairs, so that's all I'll say about that. But having a chance to coach at Tennessee the last 4 years, we got after it pretty good in the return game. Had 1,325 yards and gave up 132. So the importance of that game is huge. And it was a big part of our success there. And I'll tell you what, we're going to work our tails off to get that done here at the University of Nebraska. And I told Coach Rule that next year, keep this date open because we're going to fill this sucker up. That's the goal. Fill this sucker up, and we're going to bring a Cornhusker back here. So appreciate you having me tonight, and thank you very much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm David Dunstan. I am Vice President of Marketing for AvCare and RNS Northeast. And our two partner companies are the master distributors for the KRT product you see up here tonight. We are so excited to be here. Johnny Rogers and our CEO, Steve Shirley, who was sitting right there and apparently changed his name earlier tonight, but it's actually Steve Shirley. If you get a chance to meet him, you should. Anyway, that relationship got me in front of Johnny Rogers. He's become a champion for our product, and we are so excited to be working with him. We got a chance to come out here last year and see what you folks were doing here, and we wanted to be a part of that, so hence here we are. What you guys are doing for education here in the state of Nebraska is an amazing thing, And not only is it significant, we think it's prominent to take a page out of your book. And what we would like to do is help make it more prominent so everybody can, in the rest of the country, can see how important what you doing is. So if you'll welcome, please, for me, Executive Director of the Jet Award Foundation, Mr. Michael Severe.
I just want to start off by saying thank you to everybody who's here. This is the biggest event we've had so far. Last night, we had 100 seats for the welcome banquet. We had 100 people. I'm so glad Patrick Alston left early because he wouldn't have had a place to sit. But this is the biggest, 72 tables. We've had students invited as well. We had pizza for them up there. We want to thank Paisan's Pizzeria for donating the pizza. And Matt Verzel, thank you very much for that. I want you to take a quick second and just look around next to you, because you've got accountants and you've got lawyers and you've got the most valuable people on the planet, teachers, and you got doctors and you got politicians, and they're to the left and right and behind you. Our job is to make sure the jobs are filled. And how do we do that? We try to end generational poverty. We do that by getting a post-secondary education for students. You heard this, you hear it all the time. You give a person a fish, they'll eat for a day. You teach them how to fish, they'll eat for a lifetime. It's the same thing with education. We get one generation educated, they get a great job. Their kids see that. You heard that with Carla over here earlier. They get a great job. They get their education, and on. And next thing you know, we've eliminated the generational poverty we have in this part of the state and in Western Iowa as well. So we appreciate you being here and helping us out and helping us raise the money to be able to do that. Thank you very much for being here. All right, it's time to honor the 2024 Jet Award winner. I just want to kind of give you the rules, the way we do this, because we want to make sure that everybody across the country has a chance to get input. So I have writers in the Football Writers Association across the country voting on this. We have former winners voting on this. Coach Reed and Johnny vote on this as well. We have a watch list that happens. After the watch list happens, we then have a mid-season watch list. We have a semifinal list. And then finally we get to the point where we have a finalist list, and they vote and they determine who is going to be the person that wins this award. To make this announcement, and this made sense, right? You have an Iowa person, you want an Iowa guy to do this. You got to. It makes a lot of sense. And so we reached out to one of the greatest returners in Iowa history, in Tim Dwight. We want to bring Tim Dwight up. He was an All-American at Iowa. He was a 10-year veteran in the NFL, and now he's going to have the opportunity to announce the Jet Award winner for 2024 here at our gala. Mr. Tim Dwight.
Thanks, Mike. Good evening. It's good to be here in Husker Land. I talked to Caden up there earlier, and I'm like, how's it feel being all around all this red? But he's kind of used to that. I just want to say thank you to Johnny and the Jet Award Foundation for letting me come here and speak. It's an honor being a fellow returner and a Big Ten guy. And now we have a fellow Big Ten guy jumping on the Jet Award. Too bad I wasn't around when I was playing in the 90s. But no, it's great to have this award. It's awesome to see these great athletes up here doing their thing. So I just want to be appreciative of that. To be a great returner, you got to catch. You got to be elusive. You got to have great vision. You got to have, at the end, you got to have the speed. And Caden, he had all that this year, and no one did it better than him. So without further ado, I'd like to announce the 2024 recipient of the Jet Award, Caden Weegan. Thank you.
The winner of the 2024 Jet Award is Caden Weegan from the University of Iowa.
Hard to tell who's cheering for who out there in the stands today. Two teams tied at 7, and here comes Caden Weegan. A dangerous return man. Tiptoes the sideline. One man to beat. Goodbye.
At the punt here by Hayden Clutch. This is returnable for Weegan. There's just maybe not enough room along the boundary, but he creates room.
This one will be returned by Caden Weegan. He's dangerous with the ball in his hands, and this is why. Weegan across the 35, spun out there.
They'll say no penalty on the back end of it, and there goes Weegan. Shot out of a cannon to the 35.
The punt by Akers to Weegan from the 15. Weegan into Northwestern territory. Weegan's on his feet. Touchdown!
In 2024, Caden led the nation in combined kick return yards. He was #1 in kickoff return yards, #2 in punt return yards, and scored those 2 electrifying touchdowns you just saw. Before making his way to Iowa City, he was right across the river at Iowa Western Community College and participated in the 2021 NJCAA National Championship game. Once again, join us, 2024 Jet Award winner, Caden Weegan.
What's up, Husker fans? I know you guys will probably tune me out, but it's completely fine with me. I'm not very good with speeches, and I tend to kind of get off what I have written, so I'll try my best here. But first and foremost, I'd like to thank God for allowing me to be here right now. Next, I'd like to recognize some of the most important people in my life, sitting at the table right there, my family, my parents. They've been with me my whole life, and I mean, they've been to every single event. Same with all my grandparents and my girlfriend. They've came to every event since I can remember, and they've just always been by my side, and they've given me the confidence to perform each and every week, and not only just playing sports, but they've kind of taught me how to be a good human being as well, and personality. That's one of the main things that they've taught me, and just treating other people how they should be treated, and that's one of the main things that I've really appreciated from them. See, I already skipped about half the words I had written. I told you guys. But anyway, yeah, grandparents, thank you guys. You guys have always spoiled me. You guys have given me whatever I've wanted since I was little. I always asked for football gear. I asked you guys, I kind of told you guys that if you guys gave me stuff now, hopefully I made the league and repay you later. So kind of on track right now with that, but appreciate you guys for that. And my girlfriend, Rachel, thank you for always keeping me in charge, and even if I have a bad game or whatnot, just kind of get me back into the full circle of life and get me back to neutral and get me ready for the next week. So thank you very much. Without you guys all, I truly don't know where I would be today. You've constantly given me the confidence to perform my very best every week, and you guys don't know how much I really appreciate you guys and love you guys, so appreciate it. To my coaches, Coach Stroh, started off, went to Iowa Western, and you were one of the main reasons how I got exposure to teams, wherever you are. But I just appreciate everything you did, not only football, but helped me be a better person as well. And Coach Woods and B-Rock, you guys currently, appreciate everything you guys have done for me, bringing me in, chewing my butt. But, hey, I deserved it all the time, man. I like it. Your belief in me means the world, and I'm truly grateful that you guys are here tonight, so appreciate it. To all the teammates that aren't here, they're the main reason I'm here. All the tape you guys just watched, I mean, the one kickoff, I wasn't even touched besides the kickers, so, I mean, all credit goes to those guys. I wouldn't be here without them, so. And if you asked me if I'd be standing here when I was a kid, I would have told you you're crazy, but after hard work and kind of letting all the doubters motivate me to get here, it's allowed me to be here today, so appreciate everybody who's doubted me in my life. That kind of keeps me going, so, especially Nebraska fans. But, and to everyone who's helped me the last couple of days, Michael and Johnny, all the legends, man. Errol's tape, that's like one of the greatest tape ever. That's way better than my tape, man. That was awesome. But all the legends, just meeting all you guys, all the great people involved, appreciate everything you guys have done, and I mean, these last couple of days have been awesome, and I'm super excited to be a part of the family now, and hopefully try to get here every year or try to get more involved with this. But just thank you guys so much again for everything, and appreciate it all. So go Hawks.
Outside of all the wins, there's a lot of similarities, right? He's a lot of Nebraska nice, humility. Super. I don't know why I like you guys. Once again this year, we're excited to present something truly exceptional for the recipients of the Jet Award and the Legacy Award. And I'd be remiss if I didn't say something where you have the Remington and you have the Bolitnikoff and you have the Doak Walker and you have the Unitas. For Omaha and the state of Nebraska to do what they've done to make this a nationally recognized award has been nothing short of fantastic. We get tremendous keynote speakers and tremendous community support and for people to rally for one good cause where we can lock in, lock up, and kind of all move in the same direction. It sounds a little cheesy, but I'm sincere when I say this. For a community and a city and a state to rally for one good cause, probably ought to give yourselves a round of applause for tonight, because without you, this isn't possible. You know, with the generous support of Burlington Capital and the chairman of the board, Patrick, we got to probably have you come up. I'm kind of over the bow tie and the red shoes and the bad jokes, but you're so good-natured and have such a huge heart. We got to bring you on. But we've got a special ceremony that we want to make sure that we honor those that have been there before us. And with that, let's roll tape. Just pictures. Can we roll the pictures? Come on up, Patrick.
It is definitely my distinct honor and privilege to be part of this part of the ceremony. Crafted locally by Bersheims, the ring showcases the Jet Award logo at its center with the player's school, number, and the year elegantly enshrined on the sides. We're one of the only position awards that present our winners with their very own ring. Now, it's not the Heisman ring, but it's close enough. Let's present them with the rings.
Bring up Arrow. Bring up Arrow and Johnny.
Arrow and Johnny, could you please come up? Mike, that's why we got you. He forgot to put it on there. Presentation to our Jet Award winner, your very own 14-karat gold. Don't take it to the pawn shop. Jet Award ring. To our legend winner, you said you thought your hardware was finished. So now just pass this on down to the next generation. Your very own generation. And this individual did not know that we were presenting him with the ring tonight. As I introduced him earlier, I told you that he was the visionary and the reason why we're here today. He wears that Heisman ring everywhere he goes. I think he sleeps in it, eats in it, drinks in it, bathes in it. But I want to surpass that Heisman ring and give him his very own Johnny the Jet Rogers Jet Award ring to take that Heisman ring off.
Last year, our next presenter definitely tore him loose from the aisles with her performance of The Impossible Ain't Nothing, a moving tribute to her father, Johnny Rogers, who was not just, to her, a football player. For the third year in a row, we welcome back a nationally recognized spoken word artist and now Nebraska's State Poet Laureate. As a state poet, she's launching a 5-year initiative to bring poetry into classrooms, rural communities, and other unexpected places. She's actively fundraising to make this vision a reality. So if you believe in the power of storytelling, she'd love to connect. Please welcome to the stage, and you get yourself a seatbelt. I'd like to welcome Jewel Rogers.
I told my father he would need to get some new talent next year. But I guess since I became state poet this year, it was only natural we do it one more time. So maybe next year we'll get some fresh blood. I want to let you know also that this evening is all really coming together to support students attending MCC going into the trades. And when I became state poet, MCC reached out and said, we have to have a celebration. I said, okay. And I thought, well, dang, I wonder who else we could bring to the celebration. And so if you're interested in the celebration, we'll be honoring some of my favorite poets there from here and from Lincoln, and also poets who are students or alumni of MCC. That will be on April 23rd. You can go to my website to learn more, and it's jewelrogers.com. I've heard wise men say, excellence is the greatest deterrent to the unpleasant things we must rise above. But how bright is too bright when the sky's the limit? When there are dreams that blind you if you stare too long in galaxies you may never reach, no matter how hard you try to pry the orbit of the sun. When no one shows you the way to your wings, you may think it's better to never soar at all. Oftentimes in pursuit of excellence we find our way into a fall. And the fear of falling can leave us coasting, hoping that a dream folds into unchanged behavior, or eyes wide shut usher in miracles through doors we hadn't so much as jiggled the handles to. Fear will plead, what nobility there be, scorching the skin, reaching for stars. But courage will give you outstretched arms. Courage will honor when the times are hard. When the times be concrete, be brick wall, be steel beam, be metal panel, life be granite, granted. Things between rocks and hard places make diamonds. And on the good days, I have to remember when I was shining. You know it is possible to both be falling and be flying, but oh, I admit, it hurts to hit. These lows will have you searching the ankles of the devil right next to your final hope. So low you find a version of your old self down there. So low your fingertips might lift the first rung of soil in a standing prayer, begging for company, believing you'd be crazy to think it'd work out for you in such a time as this. But that's the trick. This time we have here is all there is. So we have to keep going, just like our students have to keep going, and our mentors and directors and service workers and business owners, donors. Tonight is beyond supporting the people getting it out of the mud. Here is when we hit and discover the soil we've become. When our resilience is the first rung, our bodies bearing fruitful labor, our purpose planting the seed, prosperous seedlings sprouting from your dreaming, becoming your own walking phenomena, resilient enough to emerge from a season of dormancy, just like our students do. The way they pull themselves from a hard time with the help of you. You must be here because you're the kind to see the vision through, to nurture the garden, become the rain when a sown seed needs you. That must be how you found your way into this room. And we thank you for walking side by side in a turning tide. You make it easy to make of this room a garden, whether on cloud 9 line or the surface of rock bottom. Our thanks finds its way into handshakes and a heartfelt hugs and a roaring applause. Our palms extending blessings, undressing a rock bottom into new beginnings, into outstretched limbs, into the warmth of the sun. Here, we understand there is no ecosystem existing with just one. In this room, what you do grows the person right next to you. Your saving grace might be the shining light to your right, and to the left, a witness of your worth, and from behind, a mirror in another man's eyes, and in front, your future, our willingness to be the soil and the seed. They say excellence is the greatest thing deterring the unpleasant things we must rise above. But excellence is demanding, is hard, is exhausting, and is so much better when it is not done alone. So, as we thank you for being here, and as the seasons change, I hope you remember the soil that becomes of you in a hard hit, and the garden that becomes of it. It is only in conjunction with others that when we take flight, even in a fall, we are rooted in the garden we've grown and rising, always rising in excellence toward the sun. Thank you. Thank you for your support of this event.
Keep giving it up for Jewel. It's amazing. It's time now for our auction, our live auction. If you didn't sign up for the auction or the silent auction, you can just text JET, J-E-T, to 79230. That's 79230 for a link to donate directly. We're going to bring up Rick Gruba, who's not only a great auctioneer, but he's also on the Jet Award board as well. So we're going to bring him up. We have 3 live auction items. The first one is a really cool one that's really hard to find. It is a Heisman football. Johnny every year goes to New York for the Heisman ceremony. This year it has 21 signatures on it. It's in your booklet. You can also go to the website and see it. 21 different, including this year's winner in Travis Hunter. Let's bring up Rick to do the first option. By the way, the spotters are my lovely wife. She's up there somewhere. And then we're also going to have some of our color guard who are going to be out there too across the back. So whoever's the winner, they will bring you your paperwork so you can put your name, the amount, and the phone number as well. Here's Rick Gruba.
Hey, thank you, Mike.
Number one more time. Yeah. The number one more time is 79230. 79230. Text JET.
Okay, thank you, Mike. It's a pleasure to be here. Guys, it's a little bit hard to see, so make sure you get your hands up on these items. There are great items here tonight on here. I think our first item is signed by 21 Heisman winners, I believe. Okay, on the football there, nobody there to buy them there. 1500, 15 to go now, 50 to go now, 1500 there. 50 to get a go now here, 1500. 15, thank you now, 2000, bid 2. 2, to get a go now, 2000. 15, bid now 2. 2 to 2, that to get a go now, 2000 there. 15 to go now, 1600. 16 to get a go now. 15, 16, 16, thank you, then 17, now 18, 18 to go there at 18. Thank you, Johnny. Am I supposed to be Vanna, too? 17, now 18, 19 here, 19, bid down 2000, bid 2, 2, and then 2100. 1, had to go now 21. 1, now 2, here, 22. 21, but then a 2 here to go now 22. 2, here to get a go now 22. I'll tell you when it gets too high. 22, 21, but then 2, 2, 3. 3 now to the go now 3, here to go now 3, now 3, 4. 4, here to get a go now 24. 23, but 4 now 4, here to get a go now 2400. 4 now 4, here to get a go now 23. Bid for it. All done. Had to get a go now. 23 now. 400. 4. Had to get a go now. 400. 23. Hands up there. 400. Had to go now. 4. Had to get a go now. 29. You had to go now. 2400. All done. 2400. 2400. Sold them right here. $2,300 there. Thank you. Can you get a name back? Steve. Steve, is that Steve? Shirley. Okay. Thank you very much, Steve. Okay. Item 2, Mike.
All right, the second item, which is 300 in your booklet, is an amazing escape to the Rockies. We want to thank the Lakin Foundation for donating this amazing condo. 3,400 square feet. It's got 4 bedrooms, 4 baths. It's a 4-day, 3-night stay. It's amazing. I've seen pictures of it. I was just at an event the other night, and this went for $7,000. And I was told by the Lakin Foundation, if we got that again, we could sell 2 of these. So take a look at it in your booklet. It is an amazing, amazing auction item. We'll get back to Rick.
Hey, we don't want to lose out. Let's compete there. What do you go there to bound it? Bid 10,000 there. 10 to get the go now 10,000. 10 to get the go now 10,000. Let's go there. 2,000 here. Bid 2. At 2 hit to get it now 2,000 now 3. At 3 to get the go now 2. Bid at 3. 2,000 bid 3. At 3 bid 3 hit to get the go now. Hit to go now 3,000. Hit at 2 bid 3. At 3 hit to get the go now for the go now 3,000 there. Hit at 2 hit to get the go now 3,000 all done. 2,000 bid 3. At 3 hit to get the go now. Hit to get the go now 3,000. 2 give 2,500. At 2 to go now 25 to go now 2,500. Hit to go now, hit to go now, 2,500. Folks, Colorado's not that far away. You bet there.
You don't have to register to bid during the live auction. That's only for the silent auction. So
you can raise your hands. That's all you have to do. 2,500 at 2,000 bid 25 to go now, 5 to go now, 25. 5 to get to go now, 25. 2,000 bid 5 at 5 to go now, 20 now to go now, 2,500. 2,000 bid 5. Folks, and this money goes to Metro College, all these scholarships to help. I'm from Columbus, Nebraska. I go to, is that a bid back there? Thank you. Now 3,000, now 3. At 3 hit to get to go now 3, then 3,500. At 5 to go now 35. 3,000 bid 5. At 5 to go now, hit to go now 3,500. Who's out there now? 30 hit to go now 3,500. I got a 3 now 35 bid 4. At 4 hit to get to go now 4,000. 35 bid 4 now 4 hit to get to go now 4,000. 4 at 4 now 4 hit to get out there now 4. 35 bid 4. At 4 hit to get to go now 4,000. Would you try 37.50? 37.5 to go now. Hit to go now 4,000 back there at 4. At 4 hit to get to go now 4,000. Back there at 4,000, sir. Now 42. Now 42.50. Hit to go now 42. Is that a bid, sir? Was that a bid? Oh, buddy, you had the hand up. That's all it takes. 42.50. It had to go now. Had to go now. 42.50. It had to get to go now. To get to go now. 42.50. Bid 41. At 1 to get to go now. 41 to go now. Had to go now. 41. 4,000 bid 1. At 1 to get to go now. 4,100. All done. Sold him $4,000 there. Back there, sir. Don't know the name, but I see him. Thank you. Right back there. He turned his back on us. He's getting it there. Okay?
Yes. All right, and the last item, which is 100 in your booklet, you've watched all night as the painting has happened. It's pretty awesome to see Ashley Spitznagel, who's done these incredible paintings for so long. We decided to do Eye Back High because, of course, Calvin Jones passed away, and it's amazing what Central High School has put out with so many great eye backs, not just going to Nebraska, but going around the country and being incredible football players. And so she did this right here in front of you. It's an amazing painting. You give it up to Ashley for doing this. And so we're hoping to raise a bunch of money with this. She worked very hard these last 3.5 hours, and so I'm going to give it back to Rick.
Okay, what a beautiful piece there. Let's go there. Everybody get there, down there, 3,000 here. Bid 3. At 3, had to get to go now, 3,000. Give 1,000, let's run. Bid 1. At 1, had to go now, give 1,000. At 1, had to get to go now, give 1,000. Bid 1. At 1, here, 1,000. Now 2. Bid now 3. At 3, had to get to go now, 3,000. Got 2 right here. Bid 3. At 3, now 3, had to get to go now, 3 to go now, 3,000 there. 2, bid now 3. At 3, had to get to go now, 3,000. At 2,000, bid 3. At 3, bid 3, had to go now, had to go down 3,000 there. Had to get to go now, 3,000. 2,500. Thank you. Now 3. At 3, bid 3, hit to get to go now 3,000 there. 25, bid 3. At 3, now 3, hit to get to go now 3,000. You're out there. Thank you. Now 3,500. At 5, to get to go now 35 there. 3,000, bid 35. It's a 1 of 1, guys. There won't be another one. I got 3,000, bid 35. At 5, to go now, hit to go now 3,500. 3,000, bid 5. At 5, to get to go now, 30, hit to go now 3,500. 5, to get to go and had to go now 35. Bid 31, sir. 31. At 1, hit to get to go now, hit to go now 31. 3,000, bid 31. At 1, hit to get to go, hit to go now 30, hit to go now. You hit to go now 3,100 all done. 3,100. Sold them right over there, number for $3,000 there. Thank you, sir. Right there on table 9. Thank you.
Thank you, Francis Bortz from Corin Toyota of Bellevue. Thank you very much for that. We appreciate it. And thank you very much for taking part in this. One more thing. We've got a couple of pictures. So, you know, Calvin Jones passed away, and his family has had a hard time in terms of finances to be able to get him a tombstone. And so they're working on that. We want to just auction these 2 pictures off with his signature, and whatever we get from it's going to go to the family. So if you want to help Calvin Jones's family get a tombstone for him, we've got these 2 great signed pictures. One's from a return in the Super Bowl where he's blocking as Desmond Howard scores, and then also another one about him. So this is all going to go to his family for his tombstone.
Mike, I'm going to sell choice. Is that all right? I'm going to sell choice. So on the first item, I'm going to sell choice, guys. You're going to buy either one of them there. The highest bidder on this first bid will take either one of those. Could take them both if you like them that way. Could take 2 times the money there. Okay, going to the Jones family there. We got a Packer, his Packer print right there, and the Huskers there. Okay, what do you go there? 500 here. A 500 to go now, 500 to go now, 500 there. 500 to get to go now, 500. 500 now, 600 to go now, 500 to go now, 600 now, 7. Had to get to go now, had to go 7 and 8. At 8, had to get to go there at 800. 8, thank you to 9. At 9 here, 9. Give it 1,000. Now 1. At 1, give it 11 to go now, 11. Had to get to go now, had to go now, 11. Got 1,000 bid, 1,100. 11 to get to go now, bid 11. 1,000 bid, now 11. 11 to get to go now, give 11. I tell you, the Jones family is certainly appreciated there. 1,100 there. 1,000 bid, 11. Had to get to go now, had to go now, bid 11. 1,000 bid, now 11. 11 to get to go now, had to get to go now, had to go now, 11. 1,000 bid, now 11. 11 had to go now, give 11. One more time, 11. Had to get to go now, had to go now, 11. Hands up. 11. Now 12. At 12 now, 12. Had to get to go now, 12, sir. 11's out there, bid 12. At 12 now, 12. Had to get to go now, 12. Out there, 12. Had to go now, 12, 13. 13 to go now, 13,000. No, 1,300. 12 here now, 13. Had a 13 to get to go now, 1,300. 13 to get to go now, 1,300 there. 1,200 bid down, 13. Had 13 to get to go now, 1,300. You say it back there, 1,300. 12's here, 13 to go now, 13 to get to go now, 1,300 all done. 13, 14 here. Hit a 14, 14 to go now, 13 bid a 14. 14 to get to go now, 1,400. 13 bid 14. Hit 14 to get to go now. It only hurts for a while. 1,400. 13, 14 to go now, 14 there. Hit a 14 to go now, 1,400. 1,400. I think your daughter wants you to bid. 1,400. 13, 14 to go now, 14 to buy them. 13, 14 to go down to go now, 1,400. 13's there. 14 to go now, 14 to get to go now, 1,400. One more time. 1,400. All done. 1,400. Sold them out there. $1,300 there. Which one would you like? You want the Packer or the Husker? Is that a tough decision? Or you want he takes the Packers? Okay, takes the Packers there. Okay. Yeah, okay. Co-bidder, would you want the Husker one for the same money, $1,300? There you go. Thank you. $1,300 straight away there. Guys, thank you very much. I appreciate being here. Thank you. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you again. Also want to remind you the silent action closes at 10 o'clock, so you can keep bidding on there as well. I want to bring up Johnny and Damon back up. We just want to thank everybody for coming out. I know a lot of people, you obviously can't bid on things like the painting or football, but every single dollar matters. $2,500 a quarter for these students. That's books, tuition, fees, and everything. It's $10,000 for 2 years for them. And so we have a virtual paddle raise if you want to be a part of that as well. As you know, you can just register online. The information is here in the booklet. I want to bring up Johnny again and Damon because we just want to talk about how great this night was. We appreciate you guys for coming out, and we're so happy for Caden for his award, Errol to be able to recognize him again as well, and then of course the Mr. Football winner, Joe Collega, and Jordan Larson winner as well, and then Kirsten Bernthal Booth, who is one of my favorite coaches, always is very nice to come on shows with us and always give some wisdom. So we congratulate all of them for the trophies they won. Johnny, I just want you to come up a little bit and thank everybody for coming out here and being a part of this and tell them how they can obviously help by donating with the paddle raise as well if they want to be a part of that.
Are we doing the paddle deal?
Yeah, we're doing it right now. Just talk about the night, how it's going.
Thank you. All right. Hey, Caden, what do you say? Go
Hawks.
Hawks. Can you believe that? Husker. I say Husker, you say power. Husker. 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 All right, we in it to win it.
That's like everybody who you want to thank. You got your paper?
Oh, I got it. Yeah, I got
okay.
it. Okay. Well, we sure appreciate everyone coming on out and participating. And I want to thank all of the players, the former players that come out to support us every year. As soon as I find my glasses, I used to be able to catch a BB in the dark at midnight with no moon, with my sunglasses on. Now I can't hardly see how to get home. Yeah, I want to thank all the celebrities who attended this year and every year, like Heisman Trophy winner Mike Garrett. You know, Mike Garrett is the greatest Heisman Trophy winner we've ever had. And when Ernie Davis died, when we first started again, he was the second black Heisman Trophy winner ever. And he's definitely the man. And I also want to thank Mike Rozier. He's the hardest running back we ever had. Somebody give Mike Rozier a hand before he passed out. He's loaded by now. Eric Crouch, my man. Where you at? There you go. All right, stand up, Eric. Let him see you. There you go. Give him a big one. That's Omaha's greatest. And my main man, the guy that's on the trophy with me, our legend Greg Pruitt, Dewitt Pruitt from Oklahoma. Come on up, Greg. Then there's Rick Upchurch. You know, Rick is the greatest Bronco player in history of professional football. He's the man. Where's Rick? Hey, Rick. There he is, right. Where? Right there? Okay. Our keynote speaker, Todd Blackledge. Iowa legend, Tim Dwight. Former Husker, the Outland and the Lombardi Trophy winner, and third in the Heisman race, Richie Glover. We also have Cleo Miller. Is Cleo here? Yeah, Cleo's here. I know he's here, right here somewhere. And our MC, Damon Benning. Where's Tony Veland? Bring him up. Shut head coach Matt Turman. Matt Vero. And you're not going to believe this, but Errol Tucker forgot to introduce this Errol Tucker III. He's here too, for real. He's afraid I was going to forget about it too. He's going to get kicked out of the family. Also, a guy that hardly ever gets mentioned here, I just want to mention him. He's one of the greatest guys we've had, and one of the creators of this particular program, Denny Drake. Where's Denny at? All right. And I want everybody to give a big hand and give him a stand-up or applause for the guy who put all this stuff together, Mr. Michael Severe. Always like, wait a minute, Michael Severe, give him a big hand. You guys already see this. The people who are really running this thing are our board. Because give a hand to the Jet Award board, will you? So often we forget about those people who are from behind the scenes. We have a reminder that all the silent auctions close at 10 p.m. And you can check out the items over there and at our QR link. Also, please save the date for next year's gala, April 9th. And our keynote speakers will be the former Husker wide receiver and the president of the 1890 Initiative, Matt Davison. So please stay around and enjoy the band. And for our after party and photos, we'll be right here. And remember, we're in it to win, and it's on like buttered popcorn. Every day is game day, y'all, not every other day. Thank you.
One more thing. We got one piece of video we didn't have a chance to show you guys. You guys back in the truck. You got Johnny's video. Can you play that, please? We accidentally skipped over that. We have one more piece of video to show you. Hopefully they can pull that up.
Rogers deep for Nebraska. Here's Wiley's kick. It's high. It holds up there. Rogers takes the ball at the 30. He's hit and got away. Back upfield to the 35, to the 40. He's to the 45. He's to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, to the 35, to the 20, to the 10. He's all the way home.
I don't know how long the records will last, but it's been one of the most rewarding experiences to go on for 20 years past, and to see that people still give you that much recognition and credit, for excellence. And the people, you dare to be great, really can.
There's the whistle. We're ready to play football. Bellar's kick is away, and it's a high end over ender into that wind. Johnny Rogers takes it at the 2. He runs out to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, the 30. He's to the 40. He's going to go all the way. Johnny Rogers, man, woman, and child, he's gone.
Long. Oops, sorry. Join us again next year, as we mentioned, and we can announce this now, our winner for the Legacy Award next year. You saw him earlier. Tim DeWhite has agreed to come back next year and receive the Legacy Award, mainly because Eric Crouch made him. So we thank Eric Crouch for that. So he'll be back next year, and we'll be back. It's April 9th, 2026. Next year, we'll see you then. Thank you, everybody. And the after party, now don't forget, you can take pictures over here. Come on up with everybody and get pictures with the awards, and we have the band getting started again. Thank you.
Why not invest your tax return into better sleep? Turn your bedroom into a true sleep sanctuary with a brand new Spring Air mattress from Faye's Furniture and Floor Covering, downtown Hardington. Choose from traditional innerspring or memory foam, plus stylish